Hey everyone, how are you today? Great. Well, obviously this is a pre-recorded video. In fact, I'm flying all the way to LA today. Probably right where you're watching this video, I'm going to be in Phoenix. So what I want to do is create this pre-recorded video to share with you some ideas that have worked in helping realtor associations fill more seats, get more people to attend, thus increasing the bottom line for your association. Many of these ideas are free. They don't cost any money. If it does cost a little money, it's not going to break the bank, I promise you. And then third, it's easy to implement. As long as you have some skill sets and some people to help you, it's going to be no problem implementing these to help your association. So we've created this blog post, how to fill seats for a realtor association event. And I'm going to scroll down here to share with you some of the things you can do. But just because you can do something doesn't mean it's worth doing. There's 27 things you could do, but the reality is if you were to do these, each and every one of these for every single event, you wouldn't be able to do anything else in terms of putting the curriculum together, get approved for CE, and so forth. So I'm going to share with you some quick strategies that you can implement right away. So one of the biggest things I would recommend doing is creating what I call promotional videos. Now, there's a variety of ways to be able to do this, but based off of a methodology, you'll be able to follow along. Now, here's what I would call a custom video player in YouTube, to where it actually has 8 videos on the right and then 1 on the left. These are all the marketing videos that are coming up for state conventions and other conferences. And so you can see here, if I click on this link, this is a video that I've created for me doing the ePro certification in 4 cities actually next month. Now, how did I go through and create this video? Did I just record me with one of the Kodak ZI-8s, or did I use a unique methodology? So I'll show you how I did it. Now, the program that I used is one called iMovie. It's a program that's free. If you're using I don't know, what kind of computer do you have? Do you have an Apple or a Mac? Well, it's the same thing. Apple PC. Well, I have a Mac, and so the program that I use is one called iMovie. If you're using a PC, you have, say, Windows Movie Maker. Now, again, the free programs don't have the full functionality, but for what we're doing, really, we're only producing 30, 40-second videos tops. You don't want to have to go 5, 10 minutes because nobody wants to watch that long. And again, realtors don't read, but they will watch a video either on their computer, on Facebook, or even from their mobile device. Now, in creating these videos here, I'm going to kind of go through step by step. The way I do it is I have 3 actionable items in terms of the text that appear. So I don't start off talking about me, because nobody really cares about me. What they want, what attendees want, are things that are going to help them implement to save them money, time, or become more profitable. So I have, first one, mobilize your marketing. Access information effortlessly. Sell using social media effectively. Those are the bullet points that kind of come together on top of an existing video. We're going to ask me, Doug, well, how did you get that video of this little phone? You like that? Did you steal it from YouTube? And the answer is no. Actually, I bought this video. I purchased it. I invested in a website called istockvideo.com. That's the letter I, S-T-O-C-K, video.com. And by me purchasing this video, it's about $50. I can use this in my PowerPoint presentation. I can use this in my web marketing. Then I go down to the sponsor. Then I have me, and then even a website that has more information. I've taken this image, is what I call a screen capture image, to where I typed in the addresses of where the locations were on a Google map, and then I kind of mapped it out to where people know which dates and what cities there are. Well, in terms of the map itself on Google, I would say, well, Doug, how did you add in ePro, and how did you add in those other things? The program that I use is called Snagit. That's SNAG-IT. So SNAG-IT. That I typed in Google Maps. I did a screen capture of the image right on top of the map. And then I add in must attend, the website, and then the ePro logo, and so forth. And then the next one I put in, 4 opportunities for certification, and then following the website to where people can sign up. Now you're saying, well, how do I get that up on YouTube? Well, it's really easy, not to make it more complicated. If you go to share YouTube, you can have it right there done. It only takes a few minutes to do that. Well, in terms of the actual video itself, below it you have the different descriptions where you can type in more information about what the video is. Well, when you start off the description, be sure to include the registration link at the very top. Because that's what people see first. So you quickly click on it right from the phone, and they're in it right there. Then you can talk about what the course is, what do people get as a result, and then finally put the registration link at the very bottom. Because when people are scrolling through they see it at the top, they see it at the bottom, it increases the likelihood that they will click on the link to register, because that's what we don't want them to just watch the video. We want them to register for the course. And if the video is compelling enough, it has the benefits, the features, and talks about how it's going to save them money and time, it will be much more effective in the process. So in terms of sharing the videos, it's real easy. You can click share to where you can add it onto share it by Facebook, share it by Twitter, or this is the link that you would actually copy and paste this out. Now, depending on your association, you want to check to see if they have a YouTube channel in place. And real quickly, I'm going to go through California Realtor Association to see who has YouTube channels. So California has one. You can see it right here, and these are the YouTube videos that they have recently. Let's see. Pacific West has a YouTube channel, and these are all the videos that they have. And you can actually download this toolbar, and I can share with you a link on how to get it. So you can see who has YouTube channels and who doesn't, perhaps different examples of how they're using it in the process. So whether you have access to the YouTube channel or not, you'll kind of need to coordinate it. If for some reason the instructor creates the video, you can actually use what they have created by clicking on the share button and so forth. And what's great about this is you can actually see how many people have watched the video. Well, in terms of flyers that you print out and pass out, how many people are actually reading those? Well, it's hard to say. With this, you can actually track your marketing to determine what is effective and what is not. So next, I'm going to kind of scroll down through here, and the next one I would recommend is finding your local influencers. Who are the people that are using social media already that are highly effective, and a good website to check to see if people in your market are influencers is called Klout. That's KLOUT.com. I'm going to type KLOUT.com, and I'm even going to type in Doug DeVitri, so you can see what my Klout score is. Well, right now I have a 47. Well, depending on the higher score, the higher amount of influence you have. If you have a lower score, the lower influence you have. So I would find the people who have the highest Klout score and encourage or ask them to not only attend the events, but also see if they can help market the events for you, whether it's paying for the registration or their expenses to get there, or whatever it may be. So these are just some quick ideas on how you can fill seats for the Realtor Association event, and we can explore more, but I want to kind of go through and share a couple others with you. Down here you have what's called SlideShare. That's SLIDESHARE, slideshare.net. And perhaps the instructor can share the PowerPoint presentation ahead of time to where that way people can go through. And in fact, this one's in Portuguese because I was in Brazil last month giving one there. You can actually go through the PowerPoint presentation to see what it's about. Well, you'll say, well, if people have the PowerPoint, will they attend the presentation? The answer is yes, they still will. Why? Well, if your favorite artist, let's say, is whom? Billy Joel. Well, you probably paid for a Billy Joel CD or MP3 download, but you probably pay a little bit more to see them live. So I would kind of get that out of your mind in terms of sharing the information ahead of time. People will want to be able to ask questions, engage, and so forth. So there's a lot of things you can do, but just because you can do something doesn't mean it's worth doing. And in terms of looking at blog posts, I would recommend that you create a blog post for your different events. So I'm going to go through and kind of show you another blog post, and that's a good example. Now, this is one that I wrote last month about my father and about how the gifts he gave to me as a child. Well, this blog post that I wrote, 31 people shared it on Facebook. Well, the question now is how many friends how many people of those 31, how many friends did they have? How much did it cost for that marketing? In terms of Twitter, well, maybe only one person tweeted this, but if you have 10 people that tweeted it times how many times people they have following, you'll see that this marketing doesn't cost any money. And if no one's really sharing some of the information that you have or the class registrations that you have coming up, then probably need to start either rethinking the strategy, whether it's building more higher quality relationships, investing into better quality programs, and just kind of spending a little bit more attention to the detail. So in a nutshell, I hope you're able to implement some of these ideas. You can contact me directly. I've got some great stuff, more for associations. So thanks again for being open. We'll hope to see you again very soon.